Alright, beginning of the walk down to Rocky Pool. So many cars, and there's quite a few people here actually. We'll see how many people are on the track. This is the fourth way of getting down to Rocky Pool. There's three others that I've put up on the internet for you. Starting off here. Now if you go down that track there, you'll come to a little intersection. You turn hard right and then first left, and you walk down a Bibbulmun track down into the valley, and pretty much straight through to Rocky Pool. The car park's just up there. So if you come through this gate, today's walk, I'm going to go up along the top of the ridge line along here, drop down into the valley and then come back. Not sure how far it is, but I've got the little GPS running, so we'll wait and see. Normally we head down that way. Today we're going to go up that hill. Looks pretty shitty at the start of the track. It's a bit rough and gravelly, but it does smooth out. The track sort of follows the top of the ridge line along a bit. We'll see what we can find for you today. And it is a loop walk, so I'm not going to be coming back the same way. I'll actually be coming back up the Bibbulmun track. Right, we've just come up the hill there. There is, from where we start on that corner, a little bush trail that goes through below us here and comes in on the track further down that way. There are some side tracks, and these will take you up to behind the houses at Gooseberry Hill. So if you get hurt or something, head up these tracks, or unless you want to walk back to your car, but you'll find help up there. They're fire breaks, so it'll be good fun trying to get a heavy fire tender up one of these tracks. But yep, this is the way we're going. I'm also using my poles today because I don't know what this track's going to be like further on. Lots of people around. Yep, we'll keep on going down that way. If I'd taken the shortcut, you can sort of see the foot track there. Goes up through the forest here, past some rocky outcrops, and then sort of pops down to near the white gate that we walked through in the beginning. And more people coming down behind us. So it is a public holiday, King's birthday weekend, so there'll be lots of people out in the bush. That's the track I'll follow down. Just up there is a foot trail, goat track that goes down over the edge there and down into the valley, and you turn left at the bottom, and that will take you to the pool. Not a bad view. I've always wanted to fly the drone here, but every time I've brought it out there's been an eagle flying around above it, so not worth losing a drone. But certainly quite a nice view up through the valley. There's another one of the fire breaks that goes up behind Gooseberry Hill. But we'll take this line here. It should pop up to the top of the ridge here and follow the ridge line around, and then we'll drop down into the valley a little bit further on. Good view, and that's obviously the track we've come from. We'll see where we get. Can't get lost. But it'll be a good walk. It will be a good walk. It's a really nice day. It's about 22 degrees, I think it was, on the way down here. You can see the little goat trail going off to the right there. That was another way to get down to the bottom if you didn't want to walk out and around. The water's flowing, but it is quite murky. I probably wouldn't drink that one unless I filtered it, which is why I've got water bottles with me. And that's the one of the ways down to the bottom. It's a goat trail. Once it gets over the edge, there's some pretty rough little track going down to the bottom. Good fun, but quite rough. But we'll keep going straight. Another hill to climb up. I think I'm supposed to go that way, but I have seen this little trail here, so I'll have to pull the map out and see if this is the right trail that goes down the bottom, and then you work your way up. The Rocky Pool is sort of straight down there, and I thought this was supposed to be there's supposed to be a trail going down further around, I think, and that's the way I've come. So we're a little bit short of where I thought we were supposed to go down, but I'll get the map on the GPS out and check it out. If it's the right trail, we'll head down there. Alright, this is not the trail that I'm looking for. It does get down there though. It comes out just above Rocky Pool, sort of goes down, zigzags its way down and then pops out. What I'm looking for is up that track there, so we'll keep going. Okay, we've just come up that hill before. This is the track I'm looking for. It doesn't look like much of a track, but we'll follow it down the hill and see what it's like. Never been down it before. You can actually continue on like these people and it will come up to the power lines, and you can follow the power lines back to the right and end up where this comes out. So we're sort of cutting a bit of a corner off here. It's what I wanted to do anyhow. It's not that I'm lazy and just going to cut corners. This is the actual track that I wanted to come down. So we'll see where it goes. I can't see the power lines either. They were visible a little while ago. They must have gone down into the valley. Alright, we'll head down here and see what we can find. This comes out on the power lines, and you just turn right, walk a little bit, turn right again, and you'll come back up onto Rocky Pool. Okay, very much a goat trail. We're going down there. We're going to end up way down at the bottom, and can't really show you how steep this is because the camera's on wide, but it's a pretty good track. But certainly great views, excellent views as we're going down. Alright, still going down. Down there is the track I'm heading for, and this is just zigzagging its way down this hill. It is pretty rough and rocky. I've come down through there, and I started the descent at the top of that hill over here, up over the top of that, so it sort of weaved its way down through here, but it's still going down, and I've got all the way to the bottom. So it's certainly I wouldn't put little kids up it or down it. Adventurous kids maybe, adults certainly, and old farts like me, well, even with the poles and the extra support and that, it's taken a long time to get down, but the view is worth it. Alright, we made it. That little track there was a ripper. Certainly not for little kids, I don't think. It's got a lot of steep scrambles going up there. Even with the poles, I was, if I didn't have the poles with me, I'd be on my bum all the way down most of that, trying to stop myself from sliding. We would have come down this track here if we kept on going at the top where that lady's walking up. Now we'll go down here, chuck a right at the bottom and head up to the pool, and then we'll go beyond the pool and head up back to the car. Alright, directly under the power lines at the bottom of the hill now. So we're on the power line maintenance trail, which goes down there. We've come across that little creek and we will head up that way, and the Rocky Pool will be on their right hand side, hopefully. Just coming up from under the power lines there. It looks like the valley goes up that way and there's a track out that way. Straight ahead's the way we want to go. We want to keep this valley on our right hand side, and that, in this valley a little bit further up, is where Rocky Pool is. It's not too far from memory, but we'll find out. Okay, that's Rocky Pool down there. Lots of people, lots of kids having swims. That hill over there, just the other side of that spur line, is what I came down and then came up past the power lines and up to here. Lots of little spots where you can jump in and get wet, and the big main pool with the little waterfall coming into it, and obviously further up the stream there's some little water holes as well that you can swim in. Being a public holiday, every man and their dogs down here, except I haven't seen any dogs yet. That's interesting, but definitely a good little spot to cool off in summertime. Okay, that's the top of Rocky Pool here. That's the track I've come up. The pool's just down there. We do have these little information boards. There's some more on the track going down that way, so I'll show them to you. There's like a series of trail maps and things from the old days. Anyway, we'll head up this way and get out of here. Alright, this is the little bridge that I was talking about. Cross over the bridge. Now you keep the creek on the left. A little bit further up here we head right and go up the valley and back up to Kalamunda. There's a fair bit of water flowing down here, which is quite nice. Along this creek line there are some little spots a bit further up where it sort of opens up just before the creek itself, and some little swimming holes there, and you can get in there and go for a swim. And that track there is the Bibbulmun track, and if you follow these markers from Kalamunda all the way down to Albany, you can walk this track. Along the way you've got huts roughly a day's slow walk apart. You could probably do 2 huts in a day if you walked fast enough without any problems at all. But yeah, just casual walk along, stay at the hut overnight and then walk to the next hut the next day. Very nice walk. But we are going to go this way, and just up here a little bit we will take the Bibbulmun track and head back up to the car. And if you remember at the beginning I said, oh, there's a goat trail that goes down the hill. That's it there. Starts off here, sort of winds its way up, and then just keeps on going up and up and up. Certainly not a kids friendly track, that one. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do the Bibbulmun track because I've got nice steps and it's a very easy walk. Even the little side streams are flowing, which is nice. This is actually the stream that we follow up the Bibbulmun track. Goes up here to the left and actually comes out near my car, so we'll follow this trail up. If you parked at the bottom, I think it's Peacebrook, Hummerston Road, down the bottom of the valley, if you park down there you just keep on walking. Very easy walk. But for me, I'm going to go up this trail here, which is very well maintained. It's got steps where it needs it. It's quite an easy walk up the valley, quite nice too. And my pole's banging as I'm walking along. It's nice to hear that bubbling creek as you're walking up here. There you go. A little bit rocky in places. Nothing like that hill descent we did. That was a killer. There is I don't know if you saw that or not, the little blue trail here. There are a couple of quite large walk trails around Kalamunda. You'd have to go to the information centre up there and go and get the maps and the trail guides, and then you can walk around. Some of them take a couple of days. As you can see, a few little rough patches, but nothing major. Oh, people coming, but not film. That's the track coming back up the valley. Always a good stop here at the waterfall. Not as much water coming down here as there is usually in winter time. It's certainly a good spot to have a rest in the shade. A few people, as you can see, also being the Bibbulmun track, quite a few steps cut into the embankment here. Makes it easier for those with backpacks. quite hard to video today because there are people moving everywhere. Yeah, just a trickle of water coming over the top, not much. Alright, that's the valley down there, and we are going uphill back to the car. We're almost at the top anyhow. Alright, we've come up this valley here, following the Bibbulmun track. The Bibbulmun track goes up there, as you can see by the marker there, and the marker in the tree. This trail here goes down the other side of the creek line there and then peters out, and then you've got to cross the creek and head down. But going up that way goes straight up to where my car's parked, so I will follow that one up there. The water doesn't look too bad, but I think I'd still filter it before I drunk it, especially coming out from the back end of Kalamunda. There you go. That road, it looks like it's a nice track going down there, and then all of a sudden it just stops and turns into a goat trail. But going this way, head straight back up to where the car is. So we'll almost home. Oh, someone went arse up there. Well, it's certainly worth having my trekking poles, my walking sticks with me, because coming down that cliff face that I went down, I would have been on my bum all the way sliding down that if I didn't have the poles to stabilise myself. Well, I think that's the fourth way of showing you to get down to Rocky Pool. Certainly an interesting one. Whew, I'm puffing. You've just basically got to come out here and follow the map and find your way down there. Normally it's not that crowded down there. It is a public holiday, long weekend, and school holidays as well. So outside of those times, it's quite nice down there with hardly anyone in there. Alright, hope you enjoyed that little bit of a walk. I'll catch you on the next one.